Hey folks, AJ here, and in this video we're going to be talking about transforming the church's online services. Hey folks, AJ the CEO here. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, thanks for stopping by. And on this channel we focus on tips, training, strategies, reviews, and builds to help modernize your media ministry. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. So first off, I want to thank all of the new subscribers. The videos that I've done in the last couple of years have really been helping, especially in what we've been going through worldwide. So thank you so much if you're a new subscriber. If you have been a subscriber and you've been there from day one, thank you so much as well. In this video, I really want to kind of talk with everyone, and I understand everybody's rushing to try and learn as much as you possibly can about the technology and the how-to behind live streaming your church services. What I really think we need to look at going forward, not just this couple of Sundays, but when things go back to normal, but we need to sit back and realize that how we're doing our live stream needs to transform. Now again, I attend a traditional Baptist church where we do some things differently, but pretty much it's pretty standard on what happens. You have people come in, choir does some praise music, get everybody riled up before service starts. We have our introduction, we have our opening hymn, we have a prayer, we have another song, we have announcements, we do offering, we do another song, we do altar call, do another song, then the minister comes up, preacher comes up, pastor comes up, preaches a word from 20 to 40 minutes, then we have another song, benediction, close. Now, traditionally, what a lot of people have done, and we do at my church, is we technically put up a camera in the back, and that camera acts as if somebody is physically sitting there in the church, but they are somewhere else. And it's nothing wrong with that, but pretty much because of rules, and a lot of people are not in a lot of cities, states, governments, countries are restricting how many people can gather together, unless you have a very talented family that can simulate all that stuff, as well as have the cameras and the equipment to record that. That traditional layout of a service doesn't really work. Now, I want to just preface this as I am not a pastor. I'm not trying to tell you how to run a service or anything like that. I'm just having a conversation from somebody who does this from a media ministry standpoint, as well as I act as the kind of arm in technology and media for my church, as well as I share that here on YouTube. What I really think is that format is not good for online. I guess my thought about that is yes, it's good to have that type of online service, but I think especially now, this is giving us an opportunity to get back to the basics, as in even though you're talking to multiple people, you can, there are multiple phases. You can sit here and have your pastor or somebody, or like I'm doing right now, I act as if I'm talking to one person, even though I know there are multiple people watching. You can have a form like that to where, like, yes, praise and worship, being a music minister of music myself, I understand the purpose of praise and worship in music and everything like that. But I could be wrong. But I really feel a lot of people don't understand, or we're all working on our relationship a lot better with God, and an understanding of principles, the Bible, and everything like that, to where this has given us the opportunity to remove the distractions, the easy outs, the low-hanging fruit that people think is, oh, I've done this, I've checked this off on my I'm a good Christian type of list, or I've accomplished this so that means I'm good for the week. This is actually giving us a chance to sit down and say, your pastor or whatever is just going, not very complex words, of just bringing it down to the basics, to where now you can actually sit here and teach or share from whatever principle or whatever that you're teaching for that day. And now you don't have the distraction of, oh, I need to give the kids a tablet or give them something to occupy them. Oh, these people are here. Oh, somebody's sitting in my seat. It's allowing people to be first at home in a place of comfort. And instead of trying to shoehorn in our traditional church service online, is giving us an opportunity to, and I don't want to use the word evolve, but I mean to transform what we're doing into a medium or in a package, in a production that's suited for this medium. Again, like I said, I've been guilty of just putting a camera up and just letting people see a window into our church without really recognizing that, first off, if you're live streaming an entire service, maybe you're going from an hour to 2 hours, how many people sit and watch on their phone, tablet, computer for 2 hours straight? That doesn't work. And I talked about this where I do syndications of our sermons to chop it up into bite-sized pieces that people can easily digest. Now, instead of like online, I mean, I'm just throwing this out there. You could have your tradition, just like some people have a traditional service. Hey, you want to have just a window in on what we normally do and the traditional stuff that we do? I think that's cool. But also you can have an abridged version of it to where, like, okay, we might not have music, we might not have this, and it's just learning, it's just teaching, and that's it. And you're talking about getting 20 minutes. Now, I'm not talking about shrinking down your service for the sake of shrinking it down. I'm thinking that we all need to consider offering a different type of online service for our congregation and the masses in large that we're trying to reach. Again, the average person who doesn't have any type of relationship, is not interested at all in being in church, the concept of trying to convince them to sit down for a whole hour and go through what we have grown up or what we do traditionally is honestly not very rational. It's not, we're trying to force everybody to be like us without recognizing where they're at. I guess that's what I'm thinking. So, I mean, this was just a thought that I had. I mean, it's 1:40 in the morning on March 21st, and it just kind of came to me that, yes, it's great that we're live streaming, but don't just put a band-aid on a broken leg. This is an opportunity for us to redefine, for your church or us in general, what is live streaming our church services. Is it just putting a camera in the back like we normally did and everybody just sees everything that we do and we go on for an hour to 2 hours? Or are we leveraging this tool in a new way that can be more meaningful for the medium? As in, we know that people don't watch for that long period of time. How about scaling down what we're doing to get right to the heart, the meat of what we want to communicate from our church to our congregation, to visitors, to strangers, to anybody out there. So again, that's just a thought. Again, I don't have 100% solution to this. I'm still working on it. And really, I want to have a dialogue with anybody else that kind of is thought about the same thing. So please, if you have any thoughts or your view on this, please leave them in the comments. I'll read all of the comments. And like I said, this is an unprecedented time, and it's giving us an opportunity to reset and learn what's beneficial for us, what's not working, what we should do. And I think pretty much the good step about this, a whole lot of churches who are not interested in live streaming in any way, shape, or form are recognizing, man, you know what, we need to have this tool in our toolbox, because we just thought it was kind of cute for other churches to live stream. But now when some places are not allowing a certain amount of people to gather together, if you don't have this, what do you do? How do you do this and communicate and have a worship experience if you're limited to only offering that if everybody gathers in this building. So anyway, please leave your thoughts in the comments. This, like I said, this is a thought experiment and just an opportunity for all of us to sit back and reanalyze what we're doing. So anyway, if you like this type of content, I appreciate a like, consider subscribing, and hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. This is AJ. We will see you on the next video. Later.